Hey, hi there. I am going live to answer questions about La Familia Loca PLC. These are questions that have been sent to me through email, through Instagram messages, and through Instagram story replies over the last week. So there were only a few sticker replies from yesterday, and I'll go over those first. But I just wanted to start by saying La Familia Loca PLC is a community of like-minded educators. This is a place where my program promise is to develop and enhance your skills when it comes to acquisition-driven instruction within a like-minded community that is supportive to unlock unprecedented joy for you and your students. Tonight, I just wanted to go over these questions. I wanted to show you the portal as well. And this is the portal. This is what members see when they're part of La Familia Loca PLC. They log in. This is where they see their content. This is where they download their resources. This is where most of it is housed, is the monthly content, videos, and resources. When they go in here, they're also going to see a calendar that includes all of our events. So we have an event this Saturday, which is our Lanyap event, our community building event. I'm really excited because our very own member, Lauren, is presenting this weekend. And she is like obsessed with finances. And so our Lanyap session is always not related to teaching. So she is going to be talking to us about how to get ourselves out of debt, to be better managing our finances, all those sorts of things. It's going to be great. Next week, you can see John Bracey, our guest speaker, and then there's our group coaching session at the end of the month. But this is what members see, and each month is labeled with the theme of the month and the umbrella theme. And then when they go into each month, we'll go into January, they can see the video content and the resources for each month. So this is kind of what their portal looks like. And the bonus content is there, all of that. This is what you'll see when you click on the link that's in the YouTube description and the Facebook description. That's how you'll know that you're in the right place. But first, let me go on to some of these questions that people have asked. The first question that I thought was really interesting was, and one I hadn't had in a while, was, I teach online. Is this a good place for me? And my answer is yes, absolutely. I can think of 3 members right now who teach virtually, one high school teacher, one elementary teacher, and one teacher who teaches adults online. Because the community is really about developing your skills with acquisition-driven instruction. If you're teaching with acquisition-driven instruction and you're focusing on facilitating language acquisition, it's the same whether you're online or in person, right? The way that you go about it might look a little bit different, but you're still developing those skills, right? Isla, come here. Sorry, I think they're trying to do dinner and Daddy's on his way with dinner. Daddy's on his way with dinner. Don't cook anything. You call him before you do anything.
Cook anything?
Yes. I didn't know if y'all were getting food. Daddy's on his way with dinner. Sorry. I was worried that they were going to make dinner. Where was I? Oh, so that's online. Welcome to being a full-time mom and running a business. My kids pop into meetings every now and then. It's lovely. And I mean that. I feel very grateful to do this and be able to support my family and be a teacher. But it's part of it. Another question that was asked is about the schedule. Like when are the meetings? How do members know when they can attend? The full schedule is sent out on the first of the month. So my members find out exactly what the schedule is, exactly what the plan is, exactly what who the guest speaker will be and what time they will be at. Everything is sent out on the first of the month so that you can plan in advance what you want to attend live and what you plan to watch recorded, because it doesn't matter if you can't attend live. You can just watch the recording. Feel free to interact in the comments. I pay for this service so that y'all can engage with me when I'm live. And when y'all are just creepy watching and not asking questions, It's like really weird. So if you want to ask a question, feel free to comment on Facebook or YouTube. I can see what you're saying. I can also see when you're not saying anything and it feels like I'm alone. Hola, thank goodness. Oh, hola, Jennifer. Thank you. Jennifer is a member. Jennifer Bilby. You might recognize her name. She's very famous. We're very excited that she's part of our community. So you can watch the recordings if you don't want to attend live. But if you do, you can subscribe to the calendar so that you have all of the events in your calendar in advance. You can sign up for text reminders if you're a person who's going to forget, or like the day before we have a meeting, there will always be an email sent out as well. Heidi said everything is recorded except for happy hours. And she watches, Heidi is a person who might watch recordings on her commute. And hopefully she doesn't watch them. I hope she doesn't actually watch them. But the portal that we use has an app. So you can listen as a podcast on your way into work. You can also listen at 2 times speed, which I don't know if you want to listen to me on 2 times speed. I'm already a little bit fast. But if you want to, you can listen and consume the content at 2 times speed. Thank you, Jennifer. I love you. You're in the testimonial video. Did you see the new one? Both of you are in the new one. I put out a testimonial video today. If you didn't see it, the easiest and most powerful way to learn about the transformation and the journey of joy and growth that you will feel within La Familia Loca PLC is to hear it from members themselves. So I have an amazing testimonial video that I made 3 years ago, but I made a new one today and it makes me cry. And it's all, I had to take 45 minutes of testimonial content and cut it down to 4 minutes. And it's so joyful and wonderful. And it's everything that our community is. So if you want to hear from members themselves, that's how to do it. I posted it on YouTube and on Facebook and on Instagram. Another question that came up was about the summer conference, because people have been talking about the summer conference. The summer conference is included. It is not extra. You don't get access to it and like have to pay for it. You get access to it and it's included in your membership. So the summer conference is a virtual 2-day conference in July. And we will, this July, we'll have a baby in my arms, hopefully. If everything goes well, we'll have a little tiny Loke there because we don't know what we're having. And I'm very excited. But the conference is 2 days of learning and growing together. Last summer, we had 16 hours of powerful, impactful, inspiring, wildly inspiring PD led by our own members. The conference is an opportunity for me to push people who need an extra, like, just a little, you can do more. Let's see. Let's get your voice out there. What are you doing in your classroom? What do you have to share? It's an opportunity for me to give members a platform to share. It's really, really powerful and really special. I agree. It is fire. It is, I really was so stoked on this because for me, I know that I want to have a summer. I know that my teachers want to have a summer. I also know that many of my teachers can't afford to attend conferences in the summer. Certainly not in-person conferences, right? Because there's so many expenses aligned with that. Many of my members are parents, right? So like there's a whole added thing of like, if you have a partner, is your partner willing and able to take a week with just them having the kids? And then there's the expense of like putting your kids in summer camp because maybe you're off with your kids, all those things, right? This PD, this summer conference is 2 days. It's virtual. You can do it from your couch. You can do it from your home. You don't have to attend live. Just like all of our other sessions, everything's recorded. So it really was incredible. And this summer is going to be amazing as well. We already have the dates set. We already have 6 proposals in, hopefully more. If you're a Familia member and you're watching, get your proposals in. Let's go. And it is really, really, really special. Yay, racking your brain. Continue to rack your brain. You've got it. Think about like what's special? What's your thing, Jennifer? What's your thing that students are like, oh my God, I love when you do this, right? Yay, Heidi submitted hers. It's not a competition, ladies. It's not a competition. But so that's the summer conference that's included. There are 4 live meetings per month total. There is the workshop of the month that at the end has the community work time. A lot of people mention the community work time in their testimonials because the community work time is the time where you branch off into cohorts. You branch off into high school cohort, middle school cohort, elementary cohort, and you talk about what you just learned in the workshop and how you're going to implement it. I know that Jacob in his testimonial specifically said, it's like Annabelle's telling you to try something and you're like, okay, maybe I'll try. And then you go into the cohort and they're like, oh, you should definitely try. And then you're like, okay, I'll try. And then he said, I went and I did it. And the students were like so engaged and they were so into it. I came back to the community work time session. I had to cut this part of his testimonial, but God, his testimonial was so good. And it made me laugh so hard. He said, and they didn't just like celebrate. They were like, we're so proud of you. And they put it in the notes that he had tried it and found success. And so the community work time session really is like that department that you always wished you had, right? That's like totally your cheerleaders and your support system when things are like train wrecks, because that's part of it, right? La Familia Loca PLC is not some sort of magical wand that's going to make all of your teacher woes disappear. I come to sessions looking like this, like what is happening right now? I come to sessions like this. I come to sessions crying. I come to sessions like thrilled because I had a good day. So we are all on this roller coaster ride. The point is that we can be authentic, acknowledge the hard things, and then continue to search for what did go well, what can go better, what can we do to support each other, right? So community work time session is powerful. So the workshop and community work time session, there's the guest of the month presentation. We have had, I need to just keep a list up because every time I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember almost 5 years worth of guests at this point, right? Mary Overton, Jenny Wetzig. I know those were 2 of my first because I was like calling on besties. We've had Adriana Ramirez recently. We have had Meredith White recently. John Bracey is this month. We've had Wade Blevins, Michelle Whaley. We have had Justin Slocum Bailey, Erica Poplinsky, Burge. We've had Diana Noonan. We've had John Cowart, John Seifert, AC Quintero, Kia London. We've had Heidi Trude. We've had Liam Printer. We have had Ben Tinsley. Thank you. Y'all are remembering for me. Thank you. Thank you. It goes on and on and on. And these experts come and share. Senora Chase. These experts share what they're really good at. Nalon Taylor. Nalon is a member. Darcy Pippins. Darcy Pippins is a member. And we've had all these experts come and share their experiences, their expertise with our community. And it's always different and it's always powerful because it's so intimate. Because the largest session we ever had with a guest speaker was Liam Printer. 42 members showed up for Liam Printer. But it doesn't mean 42 members show up every time. We have a huge community now. Let me show you. We have members from all over the world, 6 different continents. Look at this. These are my members. This is my familia. This is my community. All of these are names. But the most we've ever seen in a meeting is 42. So can you imagine the power of getting really intimate time with people who are known throughout the world as leading presenters in our field, right? You get to ask them those questions. They're sharing their expertise in a small community. It's beautiful. Then we have our lanyap session, which Heidi shared was her favorite, which is also my favorite, Heidi. It is not often people's favorite because it's not teaching related. So I love that people love the teaching related stuff because of their growth and the impact it's had on their profession. But for a select few of us, our favorite, and the one we prioritize is the lanyap session because it's not about school. It's just about us being ourselves and honoring our person and our personality outside of work, you know? So lanyap means a little something extra, and it's always a little something extra. It might be yoga, it might be Zumba, it might be happy hour, it might be baking, it might be an art class, it might be, I don't know. We've done it all. Happy hour, I really enjoy. It's the only thing that we don't record. It's a really good one. Trivia nights or game nights are really, really fun. I'd like to do another one of those soon. Feel like we need another game night soon. And then our final session of the month is our group coaching call. And small group coaching, let me tell you the power of small group coaching. Every month, 3 members get chosen for the hot seat. 3 members who RSVP. So it could be anybody, any month. Anybody that RSVPs gets their name put in. Viviana picks 3 names. Viviana is my right-hand lady. Couldn't do anything without her. She picks 3 names out. Those people get 15 minutes each to ask me any question they want to. Anything they want to. Nothing is off limits. The beautiful thing about small group coaching is I'm sharing how I would handle the situation, how I would tackle whatever it is they're challenged with, what I would do if I had X, Y, Z, whether it's a problem or a gift, right? And then everybody else in the chat is commenting what they would do, because we have teachers who are at the beginning of their teacher journey. We have teachers who are dabbling with CI. We have teachers who are boxed into a textbook and are there so that they can sprinkle it in where they can. We have teachers who have been all in for 3 years, all in for 8 years, all in for more than 15 years. We have teachers who have been teaching for 28 years. One, Jennifer Carter, shared in her video that she was counting down her days to retirement, and now she's extending. I don't know that I would do that, but she's extending how many years she's teaching because she's found so much joy after joining La Familia Loca. What a freaking testimonial is that? She shared it and I put it in the video today. She has completely transformed the way she feels about being in her classroom with her students, and she is now extending her, like she doesn't want to retire. What? That's amazing. So you have people of all different levels of experience sharing in the chat what they would do, sometimes unmuting and sharing as well. So it's this beautiful small group coaching session. And then the last 15 minutes are open to anybody. And sometimes if a member can't make it, one of the 3 hot seats, then it's 30 minutes open to anybody. And the questions are always different. You never know what's going to come up. And it's always so powerful because you leave going, dang, I definitely had that question, but I didn't even know that I had that question, right? You're at year 27. Look at that, Jennifer. Oh my God. I'm in year 12. And many times I get intimidated when I think about the expertise that's in my group, but that's me being honest and vulnerable and authentic with you. And also recognizing that these members wouldn't have joined this community if they weren't seeking growth and seeking community and seeking support, right? So that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what Familia Loca is. The doors are open until Saturday at 8 p.m. We would love to have you. If you have any questions, please, please, please drop them in the chat or reach out to me. I have a letter to request funding from your district, from your admin, to advocate for yourself in this professional development. Oh, this is another great question. Somebody in my email, a Familia Loca member, emailed today and said, hey, I really want to get PD credit for this. Can you remind me the process? We have a process for that. You can literally request a certificate to show how much PD you've attended. It just requires you putting in the work of like tracking any live sessions you attended. And then we're able to look up any recording minutes that you've watched, and you can get a certificate of how much PD you've completed in a year with us and turn that in. Because I know a lot of you have to turn in PD outside of work. Okay, we've got you. We do tons of it, right? Doors close at 8 p.m. this Saturday. If you have already submitted a letter requesting funding to your school, or you know that they're just going to take a hot minute to respond, just reach out to me. Say, I've submitted this. I'm hopeful. I feel like they're going to support me, or I hope that they'll support me, just email me so that I can pin a spot for you. The price goes up every time I close the doors. So as after the doors close, I want to really make sure that you have a spot at the rate that you requested funding for. So yeah, let me know and we can still get you in. We'll make it work. And that's it. If you think of questions, you can reach out, let me know. I'm an open book. My email is open. I very intentionally am launching this week because I'm not teaching this week because of Mardi Gras break. And it's the first time during a launch that I'm going to bed before 2 or 3 in the morning because it's so much work to write these emails and to answer your questions. And I really want to make sure that you feel like it's a good fit because it's not a good fit for everybody, and that's okay. You have to want to improve. You have to want to grow. You have to want to take risks. You don't necessarily want to take risks. You have to be willing to let me push you to take risks. And if you are, then this is the place. Gracias, Heidi, and gracias, Jennifer, for joining live and throwing all these comments and making me feel like I'm not alone. I am so grateful for you continually. And I am grateful for you watching this. If you're not a Familia Loca member and you're considering it, let me know how I can support you in your decision. Even if it's talking it through and just seeing whether you feel like it's a good fit or not. I am here. I love you. I got to go because I have a panel for Express Fluency that I'm hopping on right now, but I'll talk to you real soon. Take care of yourself, be good to yourself, and would love to have you join La Familia Loca PLC. Talk to you later. Bye.